Celtics as they go for, what will this be, what, the
15.
The 15th championship. How do you motivate men like Bill Russell, men like Larry Bird? How does a coach?
Well, I'll tell you, it's hard. A lot of things. See, you'd win a championship, 1 or 2. The first thing you tell them when they come the following year, say, okay, you had your good summer. You remember the greatest basketball team in the world. Everybody pat you on the back. Isn't that great? So wouldn't you want that to happen again? Isn't it better than going around all summer explaining to everybody when they ask you the question, what happened? I said, that's boring. It's a pain in the neck. I said, win the damn thing.
It's embarrassing.
But I'll tell you what, you talk about motivation. When you have the same players for 10 years and 12 years, there's nothing more boring than a guy who overcoaches or keeps giving you the same motivation speech all the time. He could drive you bananas. I'll give you an example. We had 10 minutes before the game. So I used to come in, I used to pace up and back, see, and I kind of glare at him. Then I go to the bathroom. I didn't have to go to the bathroom. I got to kill some time. What am I going to say for 10 minutes?
You had a good minute and a half, and that was it.
So then I came back, and I'd pick on somebody. I said, look at Sharman eating a chocolate bar. I said, has he ever given anybody a piece? He's got to be one cheapskate. Then I say, hey, what's all these distractions? We can't get ready for a ball game. You drive me crazy. That would be a pregame talk because, you see, we were prepared. We were really prepared. And just fundamentally, and we play the team a number of times where you know exactly what they're going to do and all their fundamental skills and so forth. So we were prepared, and you did it in practice. But the pregame talk, you know, go out and do it for the Gipper.
You don't do that.
How many times can you do that, you know?
Tell the audience about the time that you had like 7 different plays, right? You had 1 through 7. And Cousy or somebody came to you and said, Coach, listen, they've caught on.
They didn't catch on. He thought they caught. It wasn't Cousy, it was somebody else. But they thought they knew all our plays. So if we go down and say, let's get 1, they'll say, all right, that's a high post, so-and-so, so-and-so. So it started to bother them. They said, let's move the numbers up. So I listened to
This is your player saying to you, the coach,
yeah,
let's change the numbers.
So I said, all right, a 1 is a 2, a 2 is a 3, a 3 is a 4. I said, now, we'll practice it, and we ran through it. Now, everybody's getting a little confused. I said, all right, we go to the game. After a free throw, I said, all right, let's get a 3. Now, some of the guys were going to run a 3, and some of the guys were going to run the old 3, you see? So now they got confused. So after there was a timeout. We got them confused about 2 or 3 times.
Some of them going this way and some of them going this way. They don't know where.
So I said, all right, now stand around me, all of you, like this. I took my hand. This is true. I slapped them all in the face. Like that. Just like that. Like you see in the movie. I said, now forget it. Everything you had the last day. A 1 is a 1, a 2 is a 2, a 3 is a 3. I said, let's go out and play ball and forget this nonsense. I said, I just want to prove my point to you.
Yeah, you were right. Any player that you have watched as you sat on the bench as the Celtics coach and said, this is a player for the opposition? Was it Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? Was it Jerry West that you said, oh, God, I wish I had had him on my team?
Oh, sure.
But was there one? Was there one that you just said, here is basketball perfection?
No, I had basketball perfection in the guys I had. But I'm not naive enough to feel that I could have everybody. You just can't. But we had a great team, and we had the great chemistry. For example, there were other great players out there, don't get me wrong. You know, the Pettits, the Baylors, the Wests, and Chamberlains, all those kind of guys. Yeah. And everybody would like to have them, but that doesn't mean you're going to win with them.
That's where coaching comes in. That's where the teamwork and the chemistry and coming together. What makes a champion? What makes Magic Johnson and Larry Bird and Jabbar and Jerry West different? Is it raw talent or is it something else?
That's a very good question. You see, naturally you've got to have the given talent. You got to have this raw talent. You got to have a potential of your ability out there. Now, usually the great players are dedicated. They will work and come up with something new every year or every month or every 2 months. But they'll improve their game, and they'll pay the price. And those guys love to play. They love to play. You add it all together, that's what makes greatness.
Red Auerbach, we will be watching with great interest as the Celtics go for number 15. Thanks very much for joining Nightwatch.
Thank you.
We'll continue. Stay with us.